We're all now.
So, thanks all for coming. We're going to have a conversation about the strategic plan. The purpose of this meeting is to get insight from people that we have not yet systematically sort of pulsed on some of these questions, although some of you around the table have been involved at different levels and different stages of this already, so it'll be a sort of a freewheeling conversation. But this is basically for us to talk about how we got to where we are in terms of the reflection about the strategic plan. David's going to give a couple of slides here, I think, to give some texture about some of our recent meetings. It's a good occasion for Marcy, who's like stepping right into the process fresh, to actually do a bit of a sanity check for us and see if what we're talking about makes any sense here in terms of what you used to know about PSI, which you know now. But we're going to spend the next hour, or maybe 90 minutes, up to 90 minutes, talking about these issues and hopefully get some reactions and maybe some fresh ideas. So, going back about a year, we began the work of trying to sketch out what the next strategic plan should look like. So, as you know, we're coming to the end of the current one. This is our first one that we've ever done. That's the way it looks, even though nobody likes that chart, but that's a graphic representation for sort of, in some ways, how we've done on the plan. Overall, I think this plan that we're currently in is a tremendous success, really, in terms of achieving, likely we will achieve the top line objective to double our health impact. In order to have done that, we will have also doubled our revenue over 5 years. We will have invested more in getting better in a lot of different ways. We will have addressed a lot of the concerns that were there in 2006 about the external reputation that we had. We will have, I think, overall strengthened the network and strengthened the institution by dealing with a lot of vulnerabilities. But in a way, we did all that without doing anything except laying out a plan. We never really resourced against it. We never really I mean, we tracked, the indicators that we could come up with, but it would be a stretch to say that we strategically managed against our objectives. It happened. It happened largely because of what was already happening and the efforts of, most of the people in the field. So this time, I think we had the challenge of being a little bit more rigorous. Partly because we know the external environment is that much more difficult going forward. The last 5 years are not going to be like the next 5 years. It's just obvious in terms of every external signal that we have. So, time for us to be a little more rigorous about where we're going to put our efforts going forward. And that's what led us, various different groups of us, starting with the executive team and what used to be called the Airlie group, because meetings took place at Airlie, although they don't anymore, and different iterations of sort of strategic decision-making groups. Roll that forward to the middle of, and we got sort of basic gut check with the board at various times throughout this process too. Roll that forward to the regional retreats last summer. Most of you, anybody not go to a regional retreat? Jim, you didn't go. Brian, you didn't go, Brian? You were in between? Oh, that's right. Well, at each of those regional retreats, of course, David and all of us, to some degree or another, talked about our evolving thinking in terms of these 4 areas of focus, or 4 baskets, for themes that seem to be emerging from us. Follow the need of our target audience, Sarah, our archetype, Sarah, increase the value of our business model, become the best marketers in our space, and increase our ability to exercise global and local influence. So these were what emerged over the course of the last 9-10 months as themes for us. And they got refined and field tested and focus grouped. And David did a lot of work at every step of this process, David Green, to crystallize and sort of drive our thinking forward. We then had a process over the summer of working groups. Who here participated in working groups? readout session, what, a month ago? 6 weeks ago? 6 weeks ago, I guess, at the end of September, to middle October.
Which session?
The readout session where the working groups did their presentations.
Oh, October 14th,
October
yeah.
14th. And that's what we're going to just summarize here, I think, with David's slides. But some of you already know your perspective on what happened in that readout session. So David, why don't you take us through that?
Okay.
Anybody on the phone?
Yeah, who's on the phone?
Judy is here.
Hi, Judy.
Hi, Judy.
Hi.
Yes, Des is there as well.
Oh, hi, Des.
Hi, Des. Yeah, actually, it would.
Hi, everybody.
Is that Barry?
Barry?
Yeah, yes, Barry. Hey, good morning.
Hey, good
Barry.
morning, Barry. Got the full day on the phone. I do think in 5 years we should all have that sweater on. You guys can't see Kim's sweater.
Next compliment was on ours. Okay, I'll give you guys the link.
Okay.
Well, it's PSI colors too, I never thought about that.